Welcome back to Nerd Emporium, where today we're going to talk about Connor Hawke, the son of Green Arrow. Connor's the son of Oliver Queen, the original Green Arrow, and Sandra Moonday Hawke. Oliver and Sandra met in his college days when he was a big partier, and when Sandra tracked him down and told him she was pregnant, he didn't even recognize her. Oliver visited Sandra in the hospital after she had given birth and said he would create a bank account for the two of them, but wouldn't stick around because he had more important things to do. Connor acted out in school and was violent. Connor was angry at the world, and having been expelled from 4 different schools and facing juvie, his mother told him who his father was. At the same time, Oliver had been Green Arrow for a while and with Batman's help was looking for Connor. Sadly, once he found Roy, he stopped looking. At 13, Connor had his mother sign papers that allowed him to be raised in an ashram with Buddhist monks, the same that Oliver had been at years earlier. As a result of being raised here for 5 years, Connor is a pacifist, a vegetarian, doesn't drink, and doesn't drive. Connor would also get in trouble for having Green Arrow comics in his room while at the ashram. He learned martial arts and would eventually meet his father, who came there to find peace again after accidentally killing a man. At the ashram, Connor and Ollie became close, and Ollie even taught him how to shoot a bow. Connor knew Oliver Queen was his father, but didn't reveal that he knew, and Oliver didn't tell him that he knew either. Ollie and Connor would leave the ashram and for a short while fought crime together. This was stopped when the ghost of Hal Jordan told Ollie that Connor was his son. Ashamed that he already knew this, Ollie blew up at Connor pretending he had never known and accused Connor of lying and trying to take his place. Immediately, Ollie left and infiltrated an eco-terrorist group that wanted to bomb Metropolis. Ollie got his arm stuck in a dead man's switch and was atomized in a plane explosion, leaving Connor alone as the sole Green Arrow. After his death, Connor was the one to tell Black Canary, and she gave him some of Oliver's belongings, including one of his bows. Quickly, after his father's death, the ashram he grew up in lost its tax-exempt status, forcing the monks to sell the property. Not being able to catch a break, Connor learned he had a new stepfather, Milo Armitage, an arms dealer who attempted to have Connor killed for being a vigilante. After defeating Milo and having him arrested with some help from Robin, Tim Drake, Connor went and tried to raise money by fighting. During a competition, he was approached by Indian royalty to be a bodyguard for the Raffi, who was being hunted by religious zealots that didn't believe he deserved the title. After defeating their secret weapon, Seljuk, a lightning-fast assassin, Connor took the payment, enough to save the ashram, and left the position to find peace for himself. Connor's adventures as Green Arrow eventually brought him to Japan, where he met Shadow, one of Green Arrow's old lovers. She gave him a photo that appeared to be Ollie alive. Connor tracked down where the photo came from and found a village under military oppression. However, in this village, and this is one of my favorite Connor moments, he had to fight dinosaurs. After a fight with a velociraptor, Connor was captured by the military, and the villagers freed him by giving the dinosaurs a ton of heroin and sicking them on the military. Peak 90s comics. Connor briefly joined the Justice League but resigned after a few missions, preferring the smaller stuff. Connor was confirmed for League status by rescuing the entire League by using his father's trick arrows and even a boxing glove arrow. Soon after he returned to California, Connor found out the ashram had once again been lost. In an effort to get it back, Connor challenged the new sensei to a trial by combat. His opponent was the Silver Monkey, a legend in martial arts. The fight was recorded and the whole world watched the Silver Monkey defeat Connor. Connor was forced to give up the battle and the ashram. He returned home to find the Silver Monkey waiting for him, this time hired to kill Connor, but Connor managed to defeat the Silver Monkey. It was later revealed Milo, Connor's stepfather, hired the assassin to finally get rid of him. This brought dishonor to the monkey, as well as the clan. The monkey clan is supposed to be the best, and in order to restore their honor, Connor Hawke must be killed. Every monkey around the world was trying to kill Connor. As Connor fought monkey after monkey, it was revealed that Lady Shiva was also known as the Paper Monkey. Connor and Shiva went toe-to-toe, and Connor gave as good as he got. In the end, he was defeated, and as Shiva was going to deliver the killing blow, Tim Drake called on a life debt to save Connor. Connor's fighting ability impressed the Bat family, but Batman warned Connor that he was now seen as second best to Shiva, and that people would always come to test themselves against him. After he was healed, Connor decided to again fight for ownership of the ashram. This time, his combat was Seljuk, the same assassin he had defeated to save the Raffi. Connor once again defeated Seljuk and won the ashram. With this victory, Connor gave up being Green Arrow, but soon came back to investigate the rumors of Ollie coming back to life. Soon, Connor and Ollie began fighting side by side as Green Arrow and Green Arrow. During this time, Connor would sustain a number of massive injuries. He was shot in the head by Onomatopoeia and had a building dropped on him by Dr. Light. But the most catastrophic was a bullet to the chest. Superman rushed him to a hospital, but the bullet was laced with poison that erased Connor's memory and put him in a coma. Connor was kidnapped from his hospital bed, and before anyone could find him, he was genetically experimented on. His DNA was combined with Plastic Man's, which gave him healing powers and gave him some memories back. Connor lost all ability to use a bow, however, and left to find himself again. He reappeared in Blackest Night to fight Black Lantern Ollie. This fight gave him the rest of his memories back, and after the event, he returned as Green Arrow, but preferred his martial arts over a bow. And then boom, the New 52 happened. Reset continuity, and Connor hasn't been seen in any comics in the main universe for over a decade. He appeared on Earth 2 as Red Arrow, he had an appearance in Convergence, and he was on Arrow, the TV show. But this Detective Comics 1034 from this week just revealed the first time Connor has been seen, setting up what appears to be a Connor Hawke versus Damian Wayne fight, Son of Green Arrow versus Son of Batman. In this June, with Green Arrow's 80th anniversary comic, Connor appeared on the cover, so hopefully we'll get to see him soon as the real Connor. Thanks for listening and checking out Nerd Emporium again. If you liked the video, go ahead, like, and subscribe for more comics content, and drop down who you want to see a video on next.